Hey, John Foss. I'm talking with Hal Linden and Ryan Ochoa. We're talking about the new film, The Samuel Project. Guys, tell us what we are going to see.
They're gonna see an awesome movie. They're gonna see a heartfelt story about a teenager who ends up building a relationship with his grandfather after he gets assigned a project, and this project that he gets assigned, I mean, really brings together 3 generations and the communication gap that this family has, which is not uncommon in households today.
Not at all, not at all. We intentionally divide our generations by different music, different clothing, different haircuts, different language,
Jewelry.
So we don't want to be associated with the past generation. But the fact is that we lose a lot in the process. We lose a lot of history. We lose a lot of experience. Warnings that could come from that generation about what you got to expect. So it's important to get that communication back. And through this project, we get, to a certain extent, that communication back between the generations.
One of the things that stood out to me was some of the similarities in the film and some of the subject matter in The Diary of Anne Frank. Was that something that you guys noticed, and was that intentional?
Wow.
That's a new one for us. This was, believe me, this was created out of just stories that we had heard, and it's fiction. We didn't come from Anne Frank at all. But the similarities are there, yes.
I can't see that with young Samuel. Yeah.
Do you think the goal of the film was to raise awareness about the Holocaust? For example, in the film, Samuel at one point says that some people don't even believe in it. Or would you say the goal is more to talk about the importance of learning history? Or would you say both?
All of the above, huh?
Yeah. And then some.
But I think we're really talking about getting a grandson and a grandfather together. That's probably the most important thing. And what is used, a history of the Holocaust, the history of refugees in general, all those points are made, but it's all about a boy pursuing his dream against all odds and making it happen.
Ryan, has this film inspired you to learn more about your parents, your grandparents, or just older people in your life?
Definitely. I actually do have a good relationship with my family and my grandparents, but what it has helped me is it helped me that I need to keep that relationship, but on top of it, our generation have become ambassadors, I feel like, and our generation really needs to step up and be the ones to reach out. And not saying they need to be best friends, but they really need to start conversations and learn their family history, learn what happened to their parents and their grandparents and what they went through when they were kids. And they have so many stories and experiences, and not saying I don't, because I'm always on my phone and stuff, but technology and all of that it's changed, and it's turned our generation away from kind of being out, simply just being outside. People
being with other people.
My brothers play video games all the time, and now that's the norm now. I mean, people don't go outside and ride their bikes anymore. But on top of it, that's like what our grandparents were doing. They lived life, and our generation needs to hear that. So
because you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been.
Absolutely.
And Hal, for you, you're obviously a legend in the game.
A legend. Did you hear that? I'm a legend, kid.
You want a national treasure.
Okay.
What inspires you to continue to work so hard?
The love of the game, the love of and the love of the property. I always fall in love with every property I'm doing. When you find out what you're going to be talking about, what you're going to be representing, it becomes indeed a labor of love. And this was a labor of love, no question about it.
This was a passion project, and we all fell in love with the story. Learning.
I learned a whole new language. Did you know that cool is out and lit is in? Or yes, this is very important. You got to learn these things.
Hal really took advantage of my social media knowledge, yes. And Hal secretly has millions of followers now on social media, on secret accounts. I mean, we really went into detail and depth with his social media.
Hal's Instagram is blowing up.
Oh, his social media game.
I text.
He
That's
texts
the extent
now.
of it. I text.
Hal knows what a selfie is.
Yes.
And you guys are both musicians. Have you guys ever thought about maybe doing a collaboration?
I mean, you're probably the 10th person to say it. So it's in high demand now.
Yes, we're working on it. Hal Linden and the Ochoa Boys will be coming to your neighborhood theater.
After you go see the Samuel Project at the AMC Southdale Center, we will be doing a post performance after the movie.
So when people see this film, what kind of action do you want them to take based on what they just saw on the screen?
I think the most important thing is to tell their friends how the film affected them. We just have to get the word out about the film. It does not have a major advertising campaign. It needs word of mouth, and we hope that it touches the people where they live. Which I'm sure every family's got lack of communication between generations. Every family has interesting stories that have not been told. So we can go in that direction.
Yeah, look, we're not it's not a big action film.
No,
it's a very
car chases. Nobody gets killed.
I don't think. It's a very honest and grounded, real movie, and I just want people to take what they take from the movie, and like you said, share it and post it on social media. Tag us, especially Hal.
Do you guys have any upcoming projects that we should know about?
He's getting an email right now of a new play.
There are always things coming up. I'm getting to the point where I want to be passionate about it, so I'm getting a little more touchy about my choices.
Yeah, I'm trying to be an entrepreneur in my career. I got to follow in his footsteps. He's done it all. But I have a Netflix series coming out, working and writing my own projects, actually. I film my own stuff, doing music. Trust me, we'll talk.
I do.
Doing music with my brothers, the Ochoa Boys, and actually I'm the leading brand ambassador for a clothing company called Cali Strong. So I'm working on expanding some business and just trying to dabble in everything.
There is a new Netflix picture coming out called Granddaddy Daycare, and I play a granddaddy, as expected.
All right. Well, Hal, Ryan, thank you so much. In Twin Cities, make sure you check out the Samuel Project. It's in theaters right now at AMC Southdale Center 16.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.